This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. So today as the introduction part, I'm just giving a demo. Myself, Sandhya. So I have around 9 years of experience into IT field. Okay. Particularly into manual testing and performance testing, and have huge experience into mobile based testing. Okay. So as a score, the manual testing. Okay. So I'm just give you an overview and the introduction about the software testing. Okay. And after that,
Okay.
what topics we are going to cover as part of this course. Okay. You just stop me when the point is not getting, or if it uh, is not able to understand. I'll try to explain
Okay.
it.
Okay. One quick question. Functional testing and manual testing is the same.
No, manual testing without any tools, we were performing it manually. Okay.
Okay.
And
So functional testing is?
functional testing also it comes under manual testing, but it more of into related to automation testing. Okay. In testing, we do have manual, automation, and performance testing. Okay. So we can call it as functional testing also. Okay. So sometimes
Okay.
in few projects, okay, they do have separate team for automation testing, okay, with different tools like Selenium, QTP, and other IBM tools like automation tools, basically. Okay. So
Okay.
just
Okay.
our businesses, just like for our regression test scenarios, we will do it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what is a software? So might be Andol and Priya, you are aware about it. The software is a set of computer programs and minimal data to run a system is called a software. System in the sense I'm just referring to is a system or the application or the product. Okay, as you know that just to build an application, okay, to build an web application or to just to build an this Microsoft Word or whatever it may be. Okay, we need to have we need to have few computer programs. Without that, I'm just taking one application. Okay. See, assume this is your web application that you are going to test. Okay. So whatever may
Okay.
be programming language, whether it is .NET or the Java or whatever it may be. Okay. So that application should be built on one programming language, whether it could be the Java, .NET or any other programming language. If you can see this particular web application was built on this programming language. Okay. So that's the reason what is a software in the sense a set of computer programs and minimal data to run a system is called a software. Minimum test data is required like visibility visible, okay, height equal to 100%. If you are just giving this providing the specifications, okay, and what is this URL means, if an application has to be referred, one URL has to be given, right? So like that, just with the minimal data, okay, the combination of computer programs, algorithms, and everything, we can refer an application is called a software. Okay. I hope you guys are
Yes.
yeah. So coming to the what is software testing? In the name itself, the testing means you are testing, you are verifying something. Okay. See, I have given a pen to you. Okay. You are just verifying whether it is writable or not. Okay. Whether the refill is there or not, and the cap is working or not, and whether that the pen parts are working or not. Okay. So in that way, testing means we are just checking. Okay. Whether it could be a pen, fan, or application, or whatever it may be. So software testing in the simple terms, it is verification and validation. Okay. And one more point is basically to find the defects. Okay. And third point is what system supposed to do and what it not supposed to do. System in the sense, as I said, I am referring to the application. Okay. Yeah, as I said, software testing is the combination of verification and validation. Verification in the sense, when you call it as verification. See, Google, see, I'm testing this screen. This screen I'm testing. I am testing whether this Google, as per the requirement document, okay, whether this Google was placed in the center of the screen or not, and the Google spelling is correct or not. I am checking these two requirements, okay. So I'm just checking. I'm not doing anything, okay. I'm not clicking anywhere and I'm not doing anything. I'm just checking here. Okay, Google, G-O-O-G-L, okay, as per the requirement, this specification is right. This requirement is working as expected, okay. And one more requirement is, in this screen, this Google has to be displayed in center of the screen, okay. This is also displayed as expected. So in this way I can call it as verification, okay. And you can call me what is validation. For example, validation in the sense, see, if I'm clicking on some, if I click on this icon, okay, it should navigate to this page, okay. So I'm just validating by clicking on this icon. I'm validating navigating to correct page or not, okay. So as per my requirement, see, I navigated to this page, heads.com, rent a car application. Okay. So this is nothing but an validation. Okay. And one more point I discussed about, basically it is to find out the defects. Okay. Just as an example, if I click on this join for free, okay, it should navigate to ABC page. Okay, just an example, it should navigate to ABC page. Instead of that, if it is navigating to other page, okay, then it's a defect. Means as per the requirement, in the requirement document, business analyst people is the person generally who they will give the requirements for us. Okay. So in the requirement document, what you are going to test, what needs to test, what to do test, how to test, everything they will give. Okay. So if it is not working and if it is not expected in the form of requirement document, then you can raise it a defect. Okay. I'm just clicking on this. Okay. Okay, it was navigated to correct page. Okay, instead if it is navigate to some other page, or if it is navigated Google page or any Gmail page or something else, then we can raise a defect. Okay, hope you got it. What's the difference between
Yeah.
verification and validation, right? So here we are defining what an application to do and what it's not supposed to do. In both the terms we were checking. So overall, the software testing, it's both the combination of verification and validation, and also to find out the defects. Why client was giving the what is the why the client was asking us to do the application? Because developers would be developing the application with their programming language. Okay, so sometimes it may be a chance of, it's not like intentionally, it may be a chance of um, uh, let me show you clearly. See, for the developers, when they were developing the applications, many of the large chunks of data will be there, means in the terms of coding. Okay, if they just remove this brace, okay, if they just remove this some part also, it will affect in our front-end UI application. Okay, so due to time crunch issues or many things they would be handling at a time, means the development team. At that point of time also, we may get all these things. So instead of developing the application straight away, taking that application and delivering it to the client, we as a testers, we need to find out the defects, okay, so that the cost of fixing defect will be very reduced. So we the test engineers are responsible for the defected application level. Okay, hope you got it right now.
Yep.
Because the presence of defects in our testing environment, the cost of defect will be very minimal cost. When this defect was, see, if you're taken the calculator application, okay, So whatever the number I can give, the addition of any numbers, it will give the exact that 18 to 2, 18 to 6, what it is, 48. Instead, see, as this is predefined application, it is working as expected. Okay, if not being tested, if the testing is not performed in this application, okay, and if it was open to the general public, means the live production, if it is not working, then the client would be running out of the money, and also it would be a failure of the product, right? So that's the reason we need to have a proper testing, okay, before uh, before releasing it to the market. Why a software application will have the defects means due to incorrect requirements, okay, due to poor coding or incorrect coding, or due to complex business logic or complex technology, or work pressure or time pressure due to time crunch situations also. Okay, so all these things may lead, okay. Incorrect requirements, why, when that incorrect requirements will happen due to poor communication, okay, when gathering the requirements, okay, if anything was missed out from the BA, okay, so that BA will take that requirement and he will give it to the development team. So development team developing the application in that the wrong requirement, and that requirement giving to the team, and they would be also testing on the same wrong application. So all these things was happened due to this incorrect requirements, due to incorrect communication. So all, it's not only the one factor, many factors are there just to have a software application should have the defects. So that's the reason we are introduced to the software development life cycle. Okay, so we are responsible to find the defects and to ensure 100%, not the 100%, the quality of the application should be functionable. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. One more real-time example I will say you. See, Andul and Priya, you might be using the Google Pay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Suppose the requirement is
Yeah.
like, suppose the requirement, you just added my number to you recently, okay, just 5 minutes back. The condition is, the business condition is, as you added my account number very recently, the account number or the phone number, you should not pay more than 1,000 rupees. Okay, you should not pay more
Okay.
than rupees within the same day.
Okay.
Okay, so here the developer has implemented the logic in the application. Okay, implemented the logic, but he just missed out one point. Okay, where that new account pay, he, I mean myself, I should not able to get the amount more than 1,000 rupees. Only 1,000 rupees I can able to get, and next year onwards I can able to get whatever the amount you transfer to me. That's the business rule, that's the business condition. Okay, so sometimes
Okay.
his time crunch situations, or maybe he did not get the proper requirement, or he misunderstood the requirement. Okay, so he just implemented the code like, okay, he just implemented the code like what are the amount it was I may be getting that amount, but the business rule is the new members needs to be accept only the 1,000 rupees only for that day, means for today. Okay, and just as an
Okay.
example, testing team was not there. Okay, and this Google Pay was released to the market. Okay, client has given one requirement, and the product, that Google Pay application was working as in some other way. Okay, will that work out to the customer? No, right?
No. No. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's the reason testing team came into the picture. Okay, testing team job and their responsibility is to find out all these things. Okay, if the develop, I'm not saying developers are intentionally doing it. Everybody, everyone in the team, irrespective of the technology, they have to pay proper concentrate at the time of requirements, at the time of whatever it may be. Okay, and continuous follow-ups and continuous approval, sign off and continuous reviews. Okay, we need to ensure that requirement is properly understood. Okay, then only as a tester, see, testing team will be coming into the last phase of the software development life cycle. So we are the responsible. We need to think like customer. This is my own application. Okay. If it is your own application, how you think? Okay. If you have that mindset, if you have that analytical thinking, then you are definitely going to rock in the software testing field, means in this technology.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I will just let you know in coming classes how to, I mean, when we'll get the requirements and how to ask in the query tracker and what is SDLC, what is development life cycle. I just use a few technical terms. Okay, so in coming classes, okay, I'll just let you know. But as an introduction, I'm just letting you know what is software testing, why the software application will have the defects. Okay, what is quality of software, all these points I was discussing. Okay,
Hmm.
what is quality of software means, quality means what, in terms of quality means everywhere we would be suggesting one word quality. In terms of milk,
Okay.
we will be expecting quality of milk from the milkman. What it is,
Hmm.
quality means here is the purity. No one
Hmm.
will
Hmm.
give 100% of the purity in terms of milk, the food or whatever.
Hmm.
So in terms of the software application also, the quality means, quality refers to that application should be functionally stable and it has to be worked as expected as per the requirements. Okay, if the requirements are clearly understood, that application has to be worked as expected. Okay, and it has to be stable. Sense, one time the application is working and a one time application is not working, that is not the case. Every time the application should respond equally at the same time. Okay, that's what I'm just referring you. Okay, you just stop me when the point is not clear. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So testing roles in the company, testing roles in the company means, as you know, that junior tester will be there, senior tester will be there, and also I told you that functional testing team will be there, automation testing team will be there, performance testing team will be there. Okay, so as we are discussing, just give me a second, I'll be on mute.
Sure.
Yeah, as a manual tester, our job is to do whether the application is working expected or not. Okay, our job is to find the defects as soon as possible. Okay, okay, and once
Hmm.
the functional testing is completed, then it will go to automation testing. Every time we cannot do manual things only. Okay, it's very important to have the automation testing also, because it will save us our time and the money and everything. See, before and all, just 15-20 years back, we do not have any e-commerce applications where we are adding our items into the cart, where we'll be getting the items in the delivery. Right, we would be going to the grocery store and we would be purchasing our things. But right now, the situation was different. Everyone, even I'm also using the e-commerce application, and you guys also using it, right? Because we are
Yeah.
not stepping out from our house and we are doing everything. Okay, we are doing means our day-to-day activities are getting very simplified in this application using this digitalized world. Okay, so that's what. Okay, so that's the reason automation testing is very important. When it comes to, if the one thing is has to do repetitively, okay, using manually if you are doing something else. So using automation, if we can just do, means we are saving our time. 100 times if you want to create one user ID, you are just using with the one tool, you are doing it in 1 hour only. Okay, so that's the meaning of automation testing. And performance testing is there. Once the functional testing and automation testing was completed, then the performance testing will come into the picture. Okay, so for this, the best example could be IRCTC application will be there, which is Government of Railway India application. You know that during the Tatkal reservation, okay, the application will be slow. Why? Many of the people will be logged into the application at a time, because that time only that application will open so that people can book their seats. Okay, so during that time, if number of people are logged into that application, okay, as a performance test engineer, we are checking the load, performance, and the stability of the application, how it is behaving at so much of load was induced into that application. Okay, during the buy one and get one sales, also during our new year and our traditional Indian festivals, okay, we would be having a sales about the phones and the smart TVs, watches, and everything. So that time also you might be experiencing this Flipkart and the Amazon. Okay, during the
Hmm.
payment page, it would be navigating very slow. So
Yeah.
the says the performance testing roles a bigger role. That's the job of the performance tester, to validate how it could be the scalability, how the application is responding in that such cases. Okay,
Okay.
so basically testing roles or in a project or in a company. Okay, so testing team responsibilities. What is the responsibility of a testing team member or the testing team? Okay, just assume Priya was joined to one project. Okay, so assume that she joined as a fresher. Okay, so you are a trained resource in a manual testing. Okay, so your lead would be assigning you one requirement because you are a fresher. Okay, he has given you
Hmm.
a very simple requirement to you. So
Hmm.
what is your job? Job number one, you have to analyze that requirement. Okay, job number two,
Hmm.
during you are analyzing the requirement, okay, when you are getting understanding of that requirement, if you have any queries or the question, you need to be touched with your subject matter expert or the business analyst, okay, to get
Hmm.
clarified about the queries which you have. Okay, once the
Hmm.
requirement understanding is completed, then you have to create the test scenarios. Okay, what is test scenario, how to analyze the requirement, how it looks like, everything I'll show you in upcoming classes. But we are just discussing about the responsibilities as a tester, how what you are going to do. I'm just letting you know. Okay,
Okay.
you have to identify the test scenario in the sense condition. Okay, test scenarios, and then you have to create the test cases. And once the build is ready, okay, you have to do the test execution. During test execution, okay, if you come across any defects, we have to raise it in our quality center or the Zira. These are the both popular defect management tools. Okay, you have to raise the defects in quality center, and you have to send it to the developer. Once he fix it, you have to test it and close it. You have to sign off that. This is the general tester responsibility. Okay, yeah, I'm just letting you know. See, what is the requirement? Here, for example, my requirement is if I click on this login or sign up thing, okay, you need to get you need to pop up with this window. Okay, okay, that is requirement number one. Requirement number two, you need to have this text. You need to have this text. Okay, highlighting yellow color.
Hmm.
Okay, that is requirement number two. Requirement number three, if you click on this join now for free, you need to navigate to this place to this page. Okay, so this is your requirement. Okay, in real time, based on the application which you are going to work, it's not that much simple or it's not that much hard. It based on your application understanding. Okay, see, that's the reason if you get any sort of doubt, you can ask your test lead or you can ask your point of the contact, or you can set up a call with your business analyst and you can get all your doubts in a clarified. Okay, so this is the requirement. In the requirement document, they will tell you, okay. So this is the page you are going, okay. If you click on this, okay, sometimes the requirement document with the they will give in the form of screenshot, okay, so that a tester can understand very easily. Sometimes they will just give only one screenshot with the theoretical, okay. So this is the reason, just for more understanding of that, you can be in touch with business analyst people. Okay, or based on the project which you have allocated, weekly 2 or 3 calls will be there with the business analyst team. Okay, that time all the requirements in your team will be scheduled in a one call. You guys can ask your questions and they can let you know, they can answer your questions. Okay, because business analysts are the people who gather the requirements from the client. Okay, so that's the reason they are into product expertise. Means heads application, rent a car application, means it's related to transportation and logistics domain. Business analysts are the people with more knowledge on this transportation logistics domain, and they can get more information from the client. Okay, so that's the requirement. Okay, and how you identify the test scenarios from here? Test scenarios in the sense, see, for example, as a requirement, if you click on this, you need to pop up this window. Okay, and you need to ensure that, for example, if you click on this, also, this window has to be populated. Hello.
One second, yeah. 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
Just had to go.
So, Isha, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, if there is any error, do we need to get back to the developer or the business analyst
Yeah.
while
Let me tell
testing
you.
the thing? Yeah.
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 See, while testing, if we identify in a test environment, we need to call it as a defect. Okay. When we
Yes.
call this as error,
Yeah.
in developer environment, okay, if any error, if anything was happened here, okay, they will take it as error. Okay.
Okay.
Same
Okay.
application, in the developer environment, they would be having a developer URL. Okay. Their environment is different. So if they find out any
Okay.
error, and if it is not working as expected, then they can call it as error, because they would be fixing it in the code level. Okay, as a tester, we are not going to work in the developer environment. They would be giving this URL to testers. If we find any, if the application is not working as expected, if anything is not working, then we need to call is a defect, and we need to assign it to the developer. We need to send an
Okay.
email to the
Yeah.
developer. Okay, and in the
Got it.
defect
Yeah,
mail,
I got it. Yeah.
yeah, we need to mention the defect details. Means what are the steps you have done? You have given this URL in the browser, you clicked on this, okay, and you did not
Yeah.
find this place is empty. Okay, you need to take the screenshot and you have to attach in the quality center. Okay, developer can understand, okay, this text is not available, so the defect was raised. Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you mean by bug? See, we do have 4 levels of testing. One is unit testing, second is integration testing, third is system testing, fourth is UAT testing. Unit testing and integration testing will be taken care by developers. Okay, it's not the tester's job to do. System testing also we would be doing end-to-end functionality. Okay, fourth one is UAT testing. UAT means user acceptance testing. User in the sense here the client. So he would the user acceptance testing also, sometimes he would be testing, okay, in our office premises itself. Okay, for our testing the environment is different. For UAT also the environment is different. Means the application everything is same, but the URL is different. Okay, that specification is different for UAT and the testing environment. Okay, so that time while the client is using that application, if he found anything, then he will find it as bug. Got it? Just like we would be having the developer environment, pre-prod environment, prod environment. means production environment, pre-production environment, like that. Pre-production environment will be only for us, means only for the organization people. As a testers, we would be testing it. What is production environment? Means that application was releasing into the marketplace. Okay. So in that market, before launching that application into the market, okay, client would be testing his application whether it is working or not. Sometimes he will test it in his place. Sometimes he will only ask us to test. Okay, that time the URL is different. Okay, that time when we were doing, if he finds any defect, any issue, okay, I mean, if it is not working as expected, then he can talk it as, then he can refer it as bug. Okay, there is difference between
Yeah.
defect and bug. Error we can call if the anything is was not working as expected in the developer environment, we can call it as error. If anything is not working as expected, we can call it as defect. When particularly it is in testers environment. Okay, bug at the time of client means
UAT.
testing. Okay, user acceptance testing means user is navigating the application here and there. Okay, he is also ensuring, he is also checking whether it is working fine or not as per his client specifications and everything. Okay, at that time if he finds anything, then he will refer it as bug. See, the intention is same but the environments are different. This is how we can call it as a quality of the software application. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is functionality? What is functionality generally? Functionality in the sense, I'm clicking on this login. Okay, I'm clicking on this button. Means you are just following few series of the steps on the application. Okay, it's nothing but an functionality. Okay,
Okay.
you're clicking on one button, you're clicking on one link. Okay, and the page was navigating to other page. Okay, if I click on this, it is navigating to some Hertz Awards page. Okay, means it is functionally working. This is nothing but an functionality. Means a series of clicks based on that. Okay, the actions are performed on the UI application. UI in this is the front end application. Okay, and it is navigating to the proper page, appropriate page. And if I click on the second page, it has to be displayed here. Means it is functionally working fine. This is nothing but a functionality. Water may be the application. Okay, if I click on this, it has to be downloaded. Okay, means it
Yeah.
is getting downloaded, means it is functionally working fine. Okay, if I click on this pages should go to the printer. Okay, means whatever the application I am just doing, okay, whatever the actions I am following on this application, means as a user, as a tester, whatever I was clicking on here, it is working fine functionally. I'm just zoom in. Okay, means it is acting. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So hope you guys got it. Oh, what is, what is what? And going forward, we will just discuss in very detail. Okay. Many of the places I have used the technical terms. In going forward classes, you will understand it what and how it is used. Because for a small kid also, we will not say and we will not try to teach him the stories and everything. First we will start with the ABCDs, small letters, capital letters, okay, and
Yeah.
then we'll go to two-letter word, three-letter word, and that also here also. First today we started with the introduction part only. The more we go right, the more the information will be given. Okay, we will be discussing. So as part of this course, I'm going to cover this SDLC, means software development life cycle. What are the activities or phases involved in this life cycle? Okay, with detailed explanation. What is static and what are black box, white box, and it is text mix. Okay, who will perform which type of testing? what are the testing types? Okay, I just told you that types of UAT, user acceptance testing. Okay, types of testing. Okay, these are the software development models. Okay, okay, what is the project management? What are the verification and validation methods? What are the testing roles and responsibilities? Okay, we do have in a testing also, in testing technology, we do have different roles and responsibilities. See, I'm senior most than you. For me, the designation is different. For you, the designation is different. So as per that only, my responsibilities are different, and for you, the responsibilities will be different. Okay, for me, I report my work to my lead and my manager, and their designations and their roles and responsibilities will be different. Okay, so I'm just going to give you an overview on that. Okay, I'll be giving an real-time application. Okay, how the requirement documents and how it could be, whether it is bank or healthcare or e-commerce, what are the available project, I'll just give it to you. Okay. Okay, what is software testing life cycle? Okay, this is very important. And what are the phases will be involved? Okay, what are the different templates? What is the test case? What is the test scenario? How we execute? Okay, what is defect? What is defect management tool? What are the different types of defects? Everything I'm going to cover. Okay, and I would be providing the screenshots for the Jira and the quality center also. Okay, after this course, after some time, if you are allocated to one project, all these screenshots will be very helpful. Okay, and with a very simple English in a very easily manner, I just written. Okay, I prepared the material in such a way. Okay, and Agile Scrum framework. Okay, most of the 80% of the projects are following this Agile Scrum framework. Okay, at the last, once everything, the testing concepts are completed, finally I'm going to cover this. Okay, and I can help you in the interview questions. Okay, how you um, report your status as part of your daily work schedule. Okay, and CV preparation tips, and okay, and mock interviews in the sense, once you are ready. Okay, I would be questioning you, like in my present organization also I am taking the L1 interviews. Okay, means the level 1 interviews. How, what is the purpose of mock interviews? Before giving interview at the actual location, if you have the rehearsal kind of thing with our friends or with our siblings, okay, it will boost up our confidence. Okay, so that's the advantage of mock interviews. Based on your interest only, we can conduct this. Okay, but I'm going to give the interview tips and suggestion how you need to present in the interview and everything, and the important questions and the CV preparation tips and everything. Okay, and I'll just forward this course, or you can just ask with Anita also. Other than this, if you feel that if I missed out anything as part of this manual testing, you feel free to ask me. I'll try to cover that. But as per my knowledge, I'm covering everything in this course content. Okay, hope you guys got it till now and you're up to the mark.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just if you have, you can ask me.
Okay, so how long does it gonna take? Like the coaching, everything.
It would be 25 hours, 20 to 25 hours. Okay, so daily I will take 1 hour. Suppose if I'm not taking
Okay.
the class, be intimating you at early. Okay, and
Yeah.
I would be generally, for the past previous practice, I have taken the classes on weekend also. Okay, if any
Okay.
day not feasible, okay, if due to my personal emergency or your personal emergency, if you guys are not able to join the class, no problem, we will take in other class. I mean, we'll cover that missed hour, we'll compensate it in other day. Okay,
Okay.
based on
Perfect.
because right now you two only, right? So we can just
Yes.
coordinate and do that.
So we'll be done